beautiful people. I'm glad you could join me on Deranged Hermit Life. So it's getting towards the end of the month. We've got to send a couple more cards off for grading. Now I've already picked out two of the cards. One will be the Covetous Dragon from last week, and yeah, another one's a Yavimaya Hollow card that I've got. Now I've got a heap of these Yavimaya Hollows. I've got actually 20 of them. So this one is about the best condition of all of them. And it's just one of my favourite cards. So I don't have a graded version yet. So even though it's not very valuable, it's only worth like just over $100 Australian, or that would be like $70 US. I still want a graded version, and I think this one will grade pretty well. I'm pretty sure it'll at least get a 9. So, yeah, I'll clean these cards up, and we'll see what condition they're in. I'll take some close-up photos so we can really inspect the condition, and we'll have a little chat at the end and see what you reckon. All right, let's cut to that. So I'll be using the processor I normally use to clean these cards. Got all my microfiber cloths set up, and we're ready to rock. I just realised I forgot to breathe condensation on it. That always helps, just a little bit of condensation from my breath, and it's just moisten the card just a little bit, so it'll just clean a little bit better. As you can see, I'm being very gentle with these cards. They don't really need to clean. I'm just getting any fingerprints off or any dust or anything like that. So I've hardly told anyone that I started a YouTube channel. Just a couple of people at work who asked what I do with my time or whatever, and so the word got out a little bit there. But one of the blokes, after watching a couple of videos, said I should be wearing gloves. Like, my hands are beaten up from work, and it's just not a good look having that on the videos. So I've taken his advice and got myself some gloves, and they're not too uncomfortable. So maybe I'll be wearing them from this point on. We'll just take that part as it comes. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm now wearing gloves. Any advice like that, I'm definitely happy to take on board. Like, I just want to make best kind of videos that I can. And if me beat up hands were shitting someone, then I don't mind making their experience a little bit better, doing something easy like just putting some gloves on. Anyway, here we go, on to the next one. Just like the other one, this one's super clean already. I'm just getting fingerprints off it, any dust or anything like that. These microfiber cloths are really good. They're the way to go. They won't leave scratches on the cards or anything like that other materials can. And they're really cheap and easy to find in lots of places. So yeah, definitely the way to go. Oh, forgot to breathe on it. Gotta have the condensation. So with these photos, I'll try and make the card look as bad as I possibly can. I'll try and show you every little defect and anything like that. And also with the voiceover, I'll try and point out any defects and describe where they'll be on the card. So yeah, if you need to, just pause the video and look at the photo in more detail if you want to. But yeah, these cards are very nice, especially the surface. The surface is very nice on both. I'll try and show each section of the card with the reflection of the light, because that's the best way to see the surface. Now this next photo, right next to the set logo, there's a slight vertical scratch. You can see it on that photo too. It's just really faint. Like, you might not see it, it's that faint. But when I was zooming in and taking these photos, I did notice that there's a tiny scratch, not a human scratch, not from human handling, but it's from the manufacturing process. And that's about the only thing that I saw on this card that'll deduct marks for grading. It's just such a light scratch though, so it doesn't really matter. But there is something there. It goes straight past the set logo in a vertical fashion on the left hand side of the set logo. So yeah, maybe just pause the video and have a close look if you really want to see it. But yeah, it's really light, so you might not be able to see it at all. But that's about the only defect I saw on this card. Everything else is pretty primo. And this one's real nice as well. Maybe the corners aren't quite as good on this card, but they're very nice still. Like, you still get at least a 9 for corners, I've no doubt. Well, I sure hope anyway. Here's the photos. Now, one thing I did see on this one is just a tiny little dimple up the top, right on the top edge band where it's black. Just the slightest little dimple. I'll see if I can point it out coming up here. Hopefully this next photo. Yeah, just up the top there's just the slightest dimple. But yeah, everything else seems pretty nice. Except on the back, I did notice there's a tiny little scratch or a little indent in the middle on the back. You'll see it in a couple photos time. It's you might see it on that one actually. Just this tiny little indent, little scratch kind of thing. Very hard to see. I didn't see it at all until I zoomed right in with these photos. So, what do you reckon? These cards cleaned up alright? I think they didn't actually need much cleaning or any cleaning at all, but it's nice just to make sure there's no fingerprints on there or anything like that. Leave a little note in the comments saying what grades you reckon these cards will get, in your opinion. And let me know if I did anything wrong or you've got better ideas for how I should be cleaning my cards. Because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just taking it as it comes and doing my best here. There might be way better processes out there. Anyway, I've written down what I think grades we'll get. So I think we'll get a 9 on both of them. Yeah, they could go 9.5, but I'm just guessing it'll be a 9. BGS grades pretty harshly, or they're pretty hard on their grading, so I don't think I think both these cards are better than an 8.5, so it should be a 9 or a 9.5, I'm guessing. But they're my grades there. It'll be interesting to see what we do actually get when we get them back, but that's going to be a little time away. That's going to be 3 months away, so until then we just got to guess. So definitely leave a little note in the comments saying what you reckon it'll be, and we'll see who got the closest when we do get them back. Also, there's been a big case with the CEO of BGS. He's been done for like a $2 billion fraud and bribery kind of case. So he's going to go to jail. So I don't know what's happening with BGS. They used to be the best company there was for grading and all that kind of stuff, and for pricing and everything else. But in more recent years, they've been really slumping. Even though their grading is still top notch, just their processes and customer service just aren't up to scratch. You know, they're grading way less than say PSA and stuff like that. PSA, I think, do like 700,000 a month or something. 700,000 cards a month or something like that. And BGS is on like 30,000 a month. So yeah, there's a big difference there. I'm really surprised because I really like the quality of their work, but yeah, it's just obviously not run by the best guy, you know. And I don't know what's going to happen now. Is the company going to be sold to someone else, or probably be bought out by PSA, and they'll have a big monopoly, and that'll be them owning 3 of the major grading companies? I don't know. Like, we'll just have to take it as it comes. But hopefully, BGS is bought out by someone who's passionate about cards, you know, and they're not just buying it because they see an investment there, but they've got some passion, and they'll do the right thing for the community. Anyway, can't get the video to go too long, so we'll keep it brief. Thanks for joining me, and until next week, stay cool, stay calm, stay connected.